Hello everybody, and welcome back to Space Engine. I have a few places to go. I suspect we can talk about things. We're somewhere in the galaxy. I suspect we're in the Milky Way galaxy. Confirmed we were in the Milky Way galaxy, because there's the Magellanic Clouds. And that's where we left off last week, so I guess we can get right into it. First place to go, let's try this. Is it in the game? It most certainly is. Let's go. Completely different galaxy. It's an asteroid. I'll take that as, yeah. Oh, it's kind of cool, I guess. We're just gonna move right along. Isn't much to say about asteroids, except for you don't want them coming at you. 8455-6-4-5-85-12986. It's there. Excellent. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. I'm liking the star it's by. And we have a hot Jupiter. I can tell it has a high rate of spin because it's kind of smooshed. Planets tend to do that when they spin fast. Or to spin at all, actually. Earth kind of does this. Jupiter does this. Saturn does this. Jupiter's actually it spins quite fast. It's like, despite how big it is, one day on Jupiter is only 8 hours. Like, it spins quite fast. But I'm liking its host star. That's fantastic. Look at that. All that gas being kicked off. There was apparently a coronal mass ejection hitting us this weekend, but I couldn't see any auroras and I was sad. I'm sure if it was darker sky I could find it, but oh well. Right then. That's a spot. Let's go. My asthma's acting up a little bit right now. I don't know what the deal is. Like, I feel like I've been jogging, but I haven't been. Yeah, just a spot. Fantastic. Alright. We are going to RSC 8444 716 004 7 4. Did I do something wrong? Dash 0 dash 0 47 4. 47 4. Yeah. Maybe a dash needs to go there? No. I wonder. No. Huh. Well, okay. I tried. I found this one anyways, and this planet that was in the same system. Speaking of which, I was also asked to go to the edge of a galaxy and find a planet and get a nice view from a halo star. So we're gonna do just that. Red supergiant. Red giant. A white luminous supergiant binary. Cool, let's go there. Ooh. Well, it's bright. Wow, look at that disk around it. These all asteroids? They are asteroids. And a planet. A very warm planet. My, that's quite the view, though. But I need to find one that I can sit on, like on the surface. This is gonna be a gas giant, isn't it? Yeah, it has a ton of moons. But moons mean solid surface, so I might be able to find something here. Actually, this is a very hot system. Actually, there's a warm planet. Let's go there. It might have moons we can use. Oh, my vertigo acted up there for a second. That was uncomfortable. I think I get migraines. I'm not actually sure. Alright, let's look for moons. They're all cold and airless. Let's go for the Microterra. Ooh, actually, let's go to the Subterra. Alright. And that loads in. Slowly but surely. There we go. And yeah, you look straight up and there's just galaxy. That is quite the experience. Oh, it's ground. Cold, arid Subterra. Probably find a better planet, but I kind of like these airless ones. They have nice terrain. Very reflective surface. Oh, I can pause time. Cool. Anyways, let's just delve back into the galaxy and look for things. My head kind of hurts. This might be a shorter episode just because things aren't working out very well in my head for some reason, and it's like, I wish that would stop. Oh well. I've just been one of those days where I feel like crap. It'll improve eventually. A star. Dwarf binaries. Let's see what happened recently. Inspiration 4. Ooh, came back from space. That was kind of fun. A nice little 3-day jaunt into orbit. It's just, I don't know. It is what it is. There have been non-professional astronauts in space before, so... But, it was still cool, I guess. Marine and terrestrial, exotic multicellular. Well, the atmosphere is mostly nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and water. The seas are made of liquid nitrogen. Temperature minus 188 degrees Celsius. Pressure is quite thick. Interesting. I wonder what kind of life this exotic life is, like what it's based on. Oh, so this is the ground. I was like, is there actually going to be like methane seas? I want to see a methane or a nitrogen sea. Ooh, mountains. Ah, I'm in the mountains. Right, okay. Wow, look at these stripes. What kind of life is here? Organic. Alright, so that's a different type of life. I want to find nitrogen C. Unless it's something kind of like Titan, and that there's only lakes. Maybe it's subterranean. Oh, it's a thick atmosphere. There might be lakes or something somewhere, but I'm not seeing any, like, open bodies of water on the surface. I guess I could check the poles, maybe. Unless, again, it's just, like, the cycle is nitrogen. There might not actually be standing fluid on the surface. Well, we looked. Okay. Actually, here's a polar region. Let's check that out. Oh. Oh? There was simulated liquid there. This looks like it could be some kind of... Oh. Oh. This looks like a dried bed of some kind. Well, the nitrogen might just be ices on the surface then, like that. I'm on the same planet, right? Yes, I am. Well, I was expecting more from this. Oh well. What else is going on in the world? I have elections tomorrow. That's kind of fun. I already voted, so it doesn't really matter, but... I just did a mail-in ballot, because I was like, yeah, I don't want to go to the polling place right now. Not that it's difficult, I'd rather not. Luckily, elections here are very easy to do. It's like, once you've voted once, you're registered to vote forever. So, you don't have to worry about that. And we don't use voting machines, we just use paper ballots, so that's also kind of fun. But I have a feeling that not much is going to happen tomorrow. It'll just be pretty much what we expect would happen will happen. I know the MP in my riding is going to be re-elected. That's just a given, so... Yeah, because we don't actually vote, like, directly for our Prime Minister. You know, you vote for a candidate in your riding, like your MP, Member of Parliament. And whichever party gets the most MPs forms government, with the leader of the party becoming Prime Minister. So you don't actually directly vote for your head of state. Vote for your Member of Parliament, your representative. Which, it's an okay system. Parliamentary systems like this, which like the Westminster style, tend to have less corruption than other forms, but it can still kind of suck at times. But whatever. I voted, not my problem anymore. I don't know what the deal. I just feel like I'm not getting enough air right now. Ugh. I think I just need to, like... I'm probably dehydrated, to be perfectly honest. I don't drink enough water day to day. But, oh well. I'll see if I can go on for a few more minutes. I've also been looking at dishes for my radio telescope. I'm thinking I might just get some cheap prime focus, like 6-foot dishes, and make some custom feed horns for them. And go from there, because I like saving money. I'll try to see how it pans out. I'm still trying to fundraise for that. This nebula looks cool. I want to go there. A diffuse nebula. It's quite bright. Damn it. I lost it. There it is. Let's go into the nebula. It's very bright. And here's the star cluster in here. That's kind of cool. It's very bright. Let's get out of there. Interesting, interesting. What else is going on? A lot of blue and white, red supergiants. That's an open cluster. Sure, let's go there. And I'm back. The game had a bit of a glitch, so I had to restart it. And then I had a nap because I was just having a really hard time. And now I feel better, so good to go. Yeah, that happens sometimes. It's like, I have these days where I just feel really crappy for no reason. It's usually like really bad vertigo and shortness of breath, things like that. And I find that sleeping tends to fix it. So like 15 minutes, boom, done. Then again, I also can't drink coffee, so power naps are kind of like my only way to stay awake a lot of the time. Oh, the struggle. I'm fine. I suspect it's just a mixture of like migraines and asthma. Actually, I don't know what the vertigo thing is all about still. Those get really confusing at times. But I'll speak to a neurologist about that whenever they get back to me. The point is, I feel much better now, and I'm ready to go. And I'll finish up this episode. Might do a bit longer, actually, because I didn't talk much in the first little section, because I was having troubles breathing. Actually, no, the breathing was fine. It just felt like I wasn't getting enough air, so I just felt like, you know, kind of like when you like jog a whole bunch, and then you just feel kind of out of breath. It was just that. The weather's changing. Actually, it was very windy yesterday, so I suspect just crap blew in. I need to exercise more. When I exercise, my asthma gets a lot better. But I've been not doing that the last couple weeks, so I should probably get back into my routine. This is interesting. It's just a shell moon. I still think that shell moons are probably the most common moons you're going to find in the galaxy. Like the most common abodes of life, or life-bearing habitats, because they're probably everywhere. Like, there's tons of them in our own solar system. There's probably tons of them in other solar systems. I love shell moons. Hell, you can even get shell moons that have atmospheres. Like, Titan's probably a shell moon with an atmosphere. I think it has a liquid water subsurface in its mantle somewhere. But, we'll see. It could have life in its methane lakes. What's that? That's some random galaxy. I kind of missed the Milky Way. I know I'm not in the Milky Way right now. I'm somewhere else. But it's okay. It is okay. I was thinking about live stream ideas. Cause I still want to do some more radio stuff, but I also realized that I still have my microscope, which is a very, very good quality, very powerful laboratory grade microscope that has a camera built in. And I could actually do live streams with that. Like, I have some videos where I do microscope stuff I did a few years ago. And it's kind of fun to just explore a drop of pond water or something. So, that's an idea. I enjoy microbiology. I don't talk about it here much, but it's something that I actually put, well, I think more practical experience in microbiology than just about any other topic. Except for maybe, like, engineering, I guess. I do a lot of that, but building rockets people think is more glamorous than looking at microbes, but I personally think that they're both equally fascinating. Especially when you find really interesting ones that live in really interesting places. Oh, this is for back here. Oh, okay. I thought I went somewhere else in the galaxy. Guess I was wrong. Let's go out to the outer edges here. Alright. White main sequence, blue main sequence. Not a lot in this galaxy except for, well, like, not a lot of like main sequence stars. Or I should say not a lot of cooler main sequence stars. There's a lot of like white and blue, so a lot of young hot stars that, you know, live fast and die young. But a frigid mini Jupiter. Ooh, I like terras with rings. I think they're cool. Look at that. That is something special right there. And it has moons. I like moons. What's the atmosphere looking like? 162 atmospheres. And it's all nitrogen. That's a lot of nitrogen. Damn. Well, And its gravity is actually less than Earth. Wow, you could probably, like, fly with just, like, wings on your arms on this. Actually, you'd probably die. The atmosphere is pretty dense. Yeah, you'd probably get crushed. It isn't like a Titan situation where the gravity is low and the air is thick, so you could, like, actually fly on Titan with, like, wings on your arms. But, yeah. Wow, what a desolate place. I kind of like the ground texturing on this one, though. What's the temperature looking like? Negative 133. Okay, so this is going to be a very cold place. Damn. Oh, look, moons. It's a thick, but it's a thick atmosphere, but it's a very, thin, or like a very clear atmosphere. Probably because it's mostly just nitrogen, like there isn't other stuff to cause problems. Which makes me wonder about these clouds. Would these clouds be things like trace amounts of water vapor condensing, kind of like what happens on Mars? Or would they be nitrogen crystal clouds? That's the real question here. Is that a moon? It's a cold asteroid. Let's go there. Zoop. Because it's doing kind of like what, is that Pan? That looks like this around, Saturn? Where it has an equatorial kind of thing, which this actually makes sense that it would have an equatorial ridge, because look where it is. It's right in the outer edge of the rings, so it's probably in a very diffuse ring right now. And much like with Pan around Saturn, you get moons that have these large ridges, because if they're inside the plane of the rings, which this one is, then as they orbit, you have they sweep up material, like dust and particles, that deposit on the equator of the moon. So this is probably a ridge of ring material from the planet being deposited in the equator, making it look like a ravioli. That's actually a really nice little detail. It's like they made sure that like moons that are like shepherding the rings look like shepherd moons. I like that. It has the equatorial deposits. What do you look like? This one has one too. Well, I guess it's in the plane as well, but it's a little further out. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, okay, the mouse is not doing what it's supposed to do. There is also the possibility that these moons formed, like, in the rings or closer to the planet and migrated out. That also happens sometimes. Let's check you. Yeah, same dealio. So we have a lot of these moons that are in the plane of the rings, and they all have deposits around their equators because of it. I think that's pretty neat. What an interesting planet. And its whole host of moons. I think it's Iapetus that also has a ridge line around on one side. But that was probably more from the moon being ripped apart or because of a collision or something causing massive resurfacing. But damn, these moons are all really close together. And they all look very similar. But anyways, I think I'm going to call it there. I'm sorry the first half of this video was kind of low energy, but again, I couldn't breathe, but I can now. So I hope I finished off on a high note with this interesting planet. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have ideas for future videos, like ideas, let me know. If you want me to go to different places in Space Engine, let me know. Topics to talk about, I'll talk about literally anything. And yeah, I'm probably going to just be not on the internet the rest of the day because it's election day, and personally, I don't want to hear about it till tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and space